race fans, and welcome once again to the NASCAR East Coast Racing League. Okay, it's round number 12 here at Daytona International Speedway. Boy, I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday, but hey, it's the new year 2023 and time to get back to racing. And we're here for round number 12 and under the lights here at Daytona. And of course, we want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Sonic Racing Chassis. Well, I tell you, this guy, he really makes some good paints, folks, and check out his link in the description if you want to need a paint for your car or truck. He's the guy to go to, Sonic Racing Chassis. And I tell you, boy, they got a beautiful night out there for racing, and it's, 66 degrees. Winds are up a little bit, around 5 miles an hour. And of course, they're running the 70% fuel, 4 sets of tires, 1 faster pair, 2 chances at a green white checker for 95 laps around this 2.5 mile facility. And as always, thank you for joining us here on Rice Motorsports TV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Click that notification bell so you'll know every time we go live. And let's before we head down on the track, let's take a look at the points where they are right now. Nathan Somerville, he managing to stay ahead of Ross Phillips by just a little bit there. Mark Beverly in that 3rd position. Nathan Cogdell 4th. Justin Rod in 5th. Brett Summers 6th. Nicholas Lawrence in the 7th position. Jarrett McCauley 8th. Bill Hill's 9th. And Keith Prince rounds out your top 10. And scroll on down the order there. You can see where your favorite driver is. And I tell you, there's not a whole lot separating these guys, and we're getting closer to the end of the regular season here, so everything to race for sure. So let's how much time we got left? Oh, sorry about that. The server was a little bit late getting started here. I had to work on some stuff on the streaming, and so we're getting ready to run over to qualifying. And but before we do that, we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. Hey, you're watching the NASCAR East Coast Racing League here on Rice Motorsports TV. Okay, folks, we are back, and they're just rolling over to qualifying here, waiting for some cars to come out on the track. And let's see who we see coming out. I see, I think Nick Gardner. He's already out on the track. He'll be putting down his hot lap. A few more trucks making their way on the pit road as we follow it down the backstretch here. Because it does take about a good lap or so to get these things really wound up. And they'll be coming around to start his timed lap here. Crosses the stripe, and the clock is running for Nick Gardner. We do have several more trucks on track here. We'll see what Nick puts down, and we'll see if he's the first. He might have been the first one out. It's private qualifying, so we can still jump from truck to truck. And we'll keep an eye on that timing tower, see if he's the first one to post a time to beat whatever time someone else puts up there. Looks like he's getting close to being the first. He's coming out of turn 4 there. Let's see, he might be the first. Coming down to the stripe here. And he crosses the line. Nice clean lap in there. And he okay, wow. So Mark Beverly must be literally right in front of him because he just beat him. They're like dead even, folks. Wow, look at that. His personal best is 52.075. And I'm sorry, that's Haas Beverly, and he's a 52.072. Wow. It doesn't get much closer than that. Oh, Haas Beverly just did nick that provisional pole away from Nick Gardner. There he is right there, and you see virtually where they are. You see how close they are on the track. So Haas is right there. Let's follow this right here and see. Okay, Brett Summers, he just crossed the line, so he's 52.05. Let's see if Haas can come up there and take that. Did he see if he improved on his time? And he's third quickest. Nick is second quickest, but Jesse Callaway is on provisional pole, 52.023. Let's see who else is out there. There's Brett Summers, currently fourth quickest, 52.051. Trying to see if he can pick up that fourth place starting time here. And let's see, did he improve? Unfortunately, he did not. 52.110 was his second lap there. Phillips, he's at the top there now. 52 seconds flat. Wow, can he break into the 51s? Let's see what happens here. And unfortunately, he missed it by 6/10 of a second, or 6/100 of a second, I should say. 52.061. Very almost hit that, got into that 51-second bracket. I think a lot of the guys, looks like Jared McCauley, looks like he's done. Justin Rodden, don't know if that may be his first time lap. We'll see if he's we'll see if he can move up the order here. Making his way through turns 3 and 4. Here he comes down trying to beat that 52.477. Let's see if he can pick up a position here from P12 all the way to the pole. Justin Rodden takes provisional pole, 51.993. He got into the 51-second bracket. Man, that's really hauling the mail there, folks. And now let's see. They're still they're only 5 minutes in. Anybody else out there? There's Mark Beverly. He's on track and currently 14th. With a 53.474, he'll be looking to improve on that time. Jeremy Tallio, it looks like he's done. He's currently P8. Randy Sally's done. And Mark Beverly, he shut it down. Keith Prince got a new look there for the 3 machine. Currently P17. And he gets way up there to the wall. As long as he doesn't touch the wall, he'll be okay. You touch that wall, then that lap will not count. Boy, we have a new pole sitter. And it's Larry Dickerson with a 51.973. So let's see what Keith Prince can do. See, because that 56. I'm sure that was just him getting up to speed there. Let's see what happens here as he crosses the stripe. And if he improved on his time, did he improve? Doesn't know. He wonder if he must have touched the wall somewhere or something, so he doesn't get another lap time there. Let's see, Andrew Lewis. He just crossing the stripe, and I wonder if that was his first time lap. It's not showing him a time. He might have touched the wall as well, which, you know, it's a shame if you go out there and do a couple of laps, and if the truck gets away from you and you touch the wall or slightly go off the you know, over the line, it will discount the lap. And he's getting down there really close to that double yellow line. And that might have been his out lap. This may be his first actual time lap here. So let's see what happens here. Moving up high. Trying to keep that momentum up as he comes off of 4 here. Let's see if he posts a time. And he crosses the stripe. And 52.759. 14th quickest. See Randy Schweitzer also out there. No time for the 78 as well. Some of the guys waiting rather late here. We're at 8 minutes into the 10-minute qualifying session. And let's see what Randy got here as he crossed the stripe. Or maybe that was just that might be his first hot lap. He'll probably have enough time to come around here and get another one. Let's see what happens. Zipping on down that backstretch. You want to see everybody that goes out, want to see him at least get one time on the board. Going through turns 3 and 4. Here we go. Coming down to the line. Let's see if he can see where he can slide in there. Crosses the stripe. Let's see what he ended up with. And it's a top 10 start. 52.094. Not bad for Randy Schweitzer, because we're showing about 22 trucks in this server. So, you know, not bad at all. And, you know, I think that that might be everybody, tell you the truth. And so we'll go ahead and take a moment and pause for our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that
Okay, folks, we're back here around 12, NASCAR East Coast Racing League. The trucks are rolling off, and we're going to head on down there. And you know what? Let's take a look at your starting lineup here. Of course, on the pole, we've got, I believe it's Larry Dickinson, who he's down low there. Let me bring up the, sometimes these guys get out of order here. Let's see where everybody is here. Yeah, it looks, the pole sitter, he's down there low. Because if they don't stay in, if they just kind of go out, let the second place truck get in front of them, then they will go ahead and I was going to do the close-up, but they're kind of staggering around there a little bit. Larry Dickinson, he is your pole sitter with Justin Rod starting second, Ross Phillips third, Jesse Calloway fourth, Nick Gardner fifth, sixth is Brett Summers, seventh Haas Beverly, Kevin Haas eighth, ninth Jeremy Talley. Then we have Randy Schweitzer rounds out the top 10. Then we have Carl Staton in the 11th position, Nathan Somerville in the 12th spot. 13th we have Jared McCauley, 14th Randy Sally, 15th Andrew Lewis, 16th John Scalino, Mark Beverly 17th, Nick Lawrence 18th, Nate Cogdell 19th, Keith Prince 20th, Scott Black 21st, and Tyler Beverly in the 22nd position. And they're making their way. Pace car is coming down.
Green flag, green flag.
We got a green flag, and we are racing under the lights at Daytona. Dickerson leads them into turn one. Oh boy, he gets down on the apron there. In a little trouble there. Boy, he is really getting caught out there. Folks are just zooming right on by Dickerson. Man, he lost a ton of spots. He managed to get back on track. Fell all the way to the 14th position. Justin Rodden is now your leader up at the front. Jesse Calloway right there behind him. And Calloway getting ready to do a little bump draft in there. As they come to the stripe to start lap number 2. And he's continuing to lead there. Now the stage break is at lap, I believe it's at lap 35. So they'll be racing to lap 35. Justin continues to stay out front. Boy, I tell you, the number 9, Jesse Calloway, is, I mean, right on his bumper, too. Definitely giving him a good push. 16, Nick Gardner right behind him. You can see the number 7 there, Brett Summers, trying to get that high line working. And now it looks like the 16, he jumped up to the high line there. Now Brett Summers is pushing the 16. And Gardner's got his nose out front. About half a truck length between him, Justin Rodden, as they come down. To start lap number 4, and I think, wow, that was close. Justin Rodden, he got, that was so close. The lead is going right back and forth. I think Rodden got it right at the line, but it's going back for it now. Gardner's back up front once again. But I mean, it is such a dead heat right now, folks. And I think Gardner, he really wants to get that lead position. Kevin Haas now in that 3rd position, right behind the 7, Brett Summers. Actually, now he's up on the high line. I think somebody's moving down on his inside there. That would be Justin Rodney, the 01 truck. Just like that, man, they got 5 laps in the books already here. Now he's starting to slide back a little bit. In 9 there, Jesse Calloway moves ahead, and I think that is the 88 of Carl Staton. Yeah, that's Carl Staton right behind the 9 of Jesse Calloway. And oh boy, things are getting a little, the truck's moving around there just a little bit. Oh, Carl Staton, he's blinking just a little bit. Let's jump over to Randy Schweitzer here. Not too many cars on that high line. On the 51 to 78. Kevin Haas, Randy Schweitzer in the 13 there, Mark Beverly. Right now, they're the only ones taking a crack at that high line, trying to work that high line in there. The cool weather should be helping them to get a better grip, I would think. You know, sometimes it does take a while to get it to work in. Look a little further back in the field, Haas Beverly in that 10th position. Actually lost 3 spots since the start of the race. A little further back, there's Nathan Cogwell running in the 13th spot. He started towards the back and moved up. Now it's showing 5. It was 6, but now he's 5 spots up from where he started. He's out there on that high line by himself, though. A new paint job for the 00 there as well. A lot of guys are sporting new paint jobs out here tonight. A little further up, everybody's pretty much behaving themselves right now. Jeremy Talley right there in line. There's Justin Rodden. The whole front of the pack there, everybody's just staying, okay, we know it's a long race here. So we're just going to do everything we need to do to just keep this train rolling. I think some of these guys might have started at the back. You know, sometimes guys will do that. You know, they'll elect to start at the back just in case something happens, try not to get caught up in something. Kevin Haas, he's now at the point, taking his turn to lead the race. And still only those 3 trucks on the high side. Being the 16, the 78, and the, who was it, the 88, I think it was? No, it wasn't the 88, it was the, who was that? Let's go up there and see, the 44, Jared McCauley. Actually, I think, no, now it is 4 trucks now. It was only 3. It was 3 at first. It was, now McCauley has joined that high line there. And Brett Summers, he's got his nose out front just a little bit. Trying to nose ahead of the leader there. But boy, I tell you, you know, that inside line really is really fast. But you really, if you run the line just right, you do a little side draft in there, you can get up there. Now he's a full truck length ahead of the 51 right now. But then you have to be, you know, decide, do you want to drop down in front of him, or do you want to keep going with the guy who's been pushing you? because now he's kind of dropped back once again. 51 Kevin Haas, he's definitely putting up a fight for sure. Oh boy, they're getting close to 16. He kind of drifted down just a little bit closer to that inside line. Let's see, I guess the weather is still around winter, 5 miles an hour. It's still 66 degrees out there. Track temperature 68. And you know, the entire pack is still pretty much here. They haven't, you know, sometimes you'll see it break off into 2 different groups, and sometimes there'll be a group of cars or trucks that kind of lay back a little bit, and you don't really see that happening as we look through the field here. The whole field looks like it's pretty tight here together all the way back. Randy Sally, he's back there dead last at the moment, and well, he's about like 3/10 of a second. He doesn't want to drift too far back and lose that draft. He definitely end up in no man's land, but he should be okay there. He's about 2/10 of a second now, so he should be able to hold on to that draft there. Brett Summers, now your leader. Nick Gardner continuing to push. Have Kevin Haas, he's now back to that 3rd spot. How about the 13 of Mark Beverly? He was working that high line. Now he's down on the inside. You know, got himself tucked down in there in that 4th position. So he's kind of in a good spot right now as they're racing their way around here at lap 13. All Brett Summers has to do right now is just hang on. There's a 78 Randy Schweitzer. He's on the high side there with the 44 Jared McCauley. And that's all the help he has right now. And we do see some couple other trucks a little further back there. And is that the double zero? That's the double zero, Nate Cogdell. He's sneaking up on the high side there, folks. Well, I tell you, Nate Cogdell, wow, he's moved up 12 position. It don't take that guy long to get to the front, let me tell you. Nate Cogdell, he is going to get up there. If there's a way to get up there, you could bet the double zero is going to find his way up there. And he's right there in the top 10 now. He's right up there with that lead pack. And these guys at the front here, they're pretty holding pretty tight to their drafts. Cogdell, he's almost in no man's land there. He's got Mark Beverly behind him, and probably need Beverly to get up there and do some drafting. Is that Beverly? And who is that? The 01 there, Justin Martin right behind him. Justin Calloway on the high side. Oh, and the 88 it looked like he just, there's actually not another lane up there. It looked like he was taking a peek on the outside, made it just the truck moving around a little bit. The wind buffeting these trucks around. Carlstein trying to give Jesse Calloway a bit of a push there. Oh, and wow, green flag pit stops. It's lap 15. Wow, these guys just flew down on pit road. Brett Summers leading the charge down on the pit road. Man, I mean, for a minute there, I thought he just lost control of the truck. They just flew down there. Good grief. Oh, no, he overshot it. Oh, he's getting it all wrong on pit road. And, boy, the 16 isn't, though. He's right there. He's already got the other sides going on. Gardner, 14.6 seconds. He wasn't the first off, but boy, the 7, he really, look at that. He was the first, one of the first in. He was the first in, and the last one to come out. That's why it's so critical to get those pit stops just right because they can hurt you if you overshoot, or it looked like he was also too close to the pit wall. And but hey, that's what happens. You know, that's just racing. It happens sometimes. Kevin Haas now, he has Nate Cogdell right there behind him, and these guys are all in line here now. Nobody on the high side whatsoever. Cogdell, he's just licking his chops here now. He knows what to do now. All the guys that pitted, now Mark Beverly, he's leading that group, and now you can clearly see a second group here. And look at let's go back with Mark Beverly. We're riding on board with Mark Beverly. Look at the group that he's leading. They're actually the second group, and look how close the lead pack is. And now, as I say that, a lot of those guys are coming down on pit road. Carl Statton making his way down. He's blinking a bit. We're going to get off of him, get somebody else. There we are. Jesse Calloway. A lot of folks coming down. Rodney Dickerson down to his spot. Rodney was already in his box. Dickerson right in front. Rodney 9.3. And very quick in the second group. You see them coming now. And they all just kind of raced right on by. Now, as everything is shuffling out here, Jeremy Talley's back up in the lead here. Followed by the 12 there, Andrew Lewis. Nicholas Lawrence in that third spot. And he's followed by the number 8 of Scott Black. Well, we haven't seen Scott in a minute. Good to see Scott Black out there. Old Scott racing along there tonight. Scott currently running in that 4th position. He's now through all of those pit stops and everything, and I don't know if he pitted. Let me see, Scott. Where did he pit? He actually hasn't pit yet. He's one of the guys who hasn't pit. Jeremy Talley, Andrew Lewis, Nicholas Lawrence, and Scott Black are the only 4 who haven't pitted. So that's how they cycled up to the front. So they're going to have to, of course, we know we're going to what is it, lap 35, I believe, for the stage break. And now we're at lap 20. Can they go 15 more laps on fuel? They are running 70%. Nothing, nothing like slightly off. Sometimes you'll see where folks run a slightly odd percentage of fuel, but 70% is a fair amount. They may roll the dice, see if they can make it to the stage break here. Jeremy Talley continues to lead that group, and as they race around in the Haas Beverly, he's leading the, I guess what you call the second group. They're in the 5th position, and look how quickly the entire field is just broken up with those green flag pit stops. Well, we've got the leaders, and then we've got this group here. It's weird. Look, it's so funny how the second pack of trucks is almost 3/4 of a lap behind the first group. And then what about in 17th position, John Sciolino, he's leading that three truck group there. The final pack that are just ahead. And of course the group that was in front, now here they come down pit road. So you'll see Mark Beverly, who's currently in 5th, you see him going down the backstretch. They'll probably come down here and pass these guys. And there's Scott Black. He's already got his left sides going on. And they were 3/4 of a lap. Okay, he's down and away, 8 seconds flat from the number 8. But there's no way they're going to get up to speed before now. There they go right there, and there goes Beverly, and they're going to just zoom on by. You see them coming off of pit road up there, but they're not going to be able to really get up to speed. Mark Beverly, he's got a full head of steam here. He's about to pass Scott Black right there, still down on the apron. Fourth position. The other guys are already up on the track. But I'm wondering here if Mark Beverly, see there he is. Where's Nicholas Lawrence? He's right there. Now there goes Beverly right on by him. Jeremy Talley is a little bit further ahead. And Talley, he just pitted. And but it looks like who is that right behind them? That's Stanton. I'll take that back. I'm sorry. That was a lap car, I believe it was. And the
yellow flag is out.
And we're at lap 23. Okay, we've got a caution here. Let's see. Oh, and it's Randy Schweitzer. Yeah, he's down. Looks like he might have had a spin down here. Let's go take a look here, see if we can see what happened here with Randy. And I don't know what's going on with that camera angle. Looking weird. Oh, Schweitzer 78. Something else. I think the 16 was involved. Nick Gardner. Let's run it back, see if we can see, because they both came together hard. And let's slow it down. There's a 16 right there, Nick Gardner. And okay, the 01, Justin Rodden, he got up and I guess Gardner was trying to avoid him, and he just really came on down. I think he collected, was that the 8 truck? He definitely collected the 78 there. And oh man, that was a hard hit by the 78 off the wall. Good grief. And I would think he would have to use a faster pair after that one, folks. Great day. Man, that was a super hard hit. And they were still banging and flying around, but Schweitzer, he's on pit road. John Scialino also on pit road. Right now, they're the only two on pit road. Andrew Lewis right now is showing as your leader. Mark Beverly is in that second position, followed by Jeremy Talley. Then we have Haas Beverly in the 4th spot. Justin Rodden, 5th. Let's see, Nathan Somerville, he's making his way up there to 5th. I guess they're getting themselves organized here. Excuse me. So Justin Rodden in the 6th position. Kevin Haas, he's in that 7th spot. Jared McCauley, he's 8th. Jesse Calloway is I don't know what's going on. That one camera angle right there is weird. I don't know what's going on with that one angle. Well, we do have some folks coming down pit road. Pit stop there for Haas. Right side's going on. Wonder if he's just taking right sides only. Oh, he's taking a full set of tires. Tires and fuel for the 51, 15.1 seconds. He's down and away. And Cogburn, he's coming off the pit road. Boy, he had got all the way up to the front. Now he's back to 15th again. Lewis, he's your leader. He pitted on lap 21 with a lot of folks. And Brett Summers, Haas, and Cogburn, them all, they pitted on lap 24 just now. So not a huge offset there lap-wise. So I guess if he got enough fuel in there, he might. I'm thinking they're going to go ahead and go for this, get to this stage break here, which should be about 10 laps time. Let's see, the lights are still on the pace car. We'll probably be getting the one to go this time around. It looks like everybody, Nick Gardner, he's on pit road. Carl Statton, Randy Schweitzer, and John Scialino are still on pit road. Now, they're probably having some work done. They might have elected not to use the faster pairs, trying to save them. There's still a long ways to go. Lights are out on the pace car, so it'll be lap 27. There's Scialino making his way out. Scialino and Gardner. And as they make their way around for the restart, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Hey, you're watching the NASCAR East Coast Racing League here on Rice Motorsports TV.
We are back at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400-lap race on this .625-mile racetrack. And just as the field comes around turn number 4, the sunshine peeks through, helping warm things here. Bill Elliott leads him down. Benny Parsons on the outside. The green flag flies, and the first Union 400 Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway. Everybody nicely through turns number 1 and 2 as Bill Elliott has the lead, and Dale Earnhardt has jumped into second position, followed by Benny Parsons and Bobby Allison. Oh, here we go. It's just about to go away. They bump coming out of turn 4. Earnhardt gets the lead. We had just heard from our spotters that Neil Bonnet. Is on his last lap. This will be his 24th career win. Dale Earnhardt wins the first Union 400 at North Wilkesboro.
Okay, folks, we are racing once again. It is lap 27. Andrew Lewis, the number 2, Jeremy Talley, Mark Beverly, Nathan Somerville, all the usual suspects are right up there for it. To see who's going to get to the front here. Jared McCauley right back there. He's in that 5th spot now, down on the inside line. Boy, he's got the 8 there. Scott Black right behind him. Oh, Scott, boy, he's been gone for a minute, and he's back in here, and he's right up the front, mixing up with the guys in the front here. Nathan Somerville trying to get his nose out front there. Andrew Lewis fighting back hard. Boy, look at the 13 there, Mark Beverly. He's really trying to give him a push. And let's see, Mark Beverly's right there. The 22, Haas Beverly, he's also up in the mix there as well. He's right behind his son there. The Beverly's trying to make their way up to the front. Andrew Lewis enjoying the view at the front. Getting a nice little push there from Somerville. This whole front pack is moving along pretty good here. See, it's going back to about, I think it's Nate Carr. Where's Nate at? I think he's at the tail end of that group. He's kind of in no man's land again. He's in danger of losing the draft with the first group. He's 4/10 of a second back, and boy, he's got the 45 there. Right on his tail. That's Nick, I'm sorry, that's the 45. That's Tyler Beverly. Tyler Beverly, he decides to drop in behind the 00. So Cargo, he's trying to catch the number 18, Nicholas Lawrence. That's the next truck at the basically at the tail end of the lead group. Nicholas Lawrence also knows how to hang around up in that top 10 and top 5 too, folks. You know, you can never count that number 18 out for sure. Lap 30 of 95. We should be 5 laps from the stage break here. Somerville now has gotten to the front. It's him and Mark Beverly. They got past the two of Jeremy Talley. Hold on a second. Let's look at something here. I'm sorry. Okay, I thought I was seeing things here. That's the number 12. Okay. Okay, for some reason, his paint is showing as a number 2 for Andrew Lewis. And but just remember, folks, that's not his number is actually number 12, not 2. Because I was about to say Jeremy Talley. I was like, wait a minute, Jeremy's is the number 2, which he's right behind the number 12 there. There goes the Beverly's right there on the high line. The 13 Mark Beverly, Haas Beverly in the 22 truck. Jeremy Talley's pushing the number 12, Andrew Lewis, who in turn is pushing the number 28 leader, Nathan Somerville. Truck's kind of moving around just a little bit. Oh no! In the 44, they go off into the grass. The 44 hard into the wall. They went off the track. It might stay green here, folks. Was that Callaway? Yes, it was Jesse Callaway, and he keeps going. It happened so quick. There is no caution. Sometimes when you shoot down off the track that fast, iRacing software is not going to detect that, and it's not going to say, okay, there's a slow vehicle on the track, and it will remain green. So very unfortunate for the 9 and the 44. Man, that was wow. That was very that happened so quick there. Let's see. I'm trying to go back and see if I can catch. Like Jared McCauley. Let's go back and see if we can see what happened there, and see if we can catch it. And McCauley, he's the 9 truck right there. And let's see, I don't know if like I said, they were moving around a bit, and he might have tapped someone or something. Who knows? You see a little right rear damage on the 01. Oh, I think he might have had some help there, folks. I don't know. If somebody might have got into him and the 44, they're just going for a ride now. And boy, the 44, wow, I mean, he just walloped the wall. Wow. Bang! At least it wasn't head on. That might have saved him for some major repairs there. But we did stay green. And battle up the front here. Oh, and they're wrecking behind them. Is this one going to bring out a caution? Okay, I didn't see. And now we've got the caution is out. Brett Summers, he came down on pit road. Okay, I thought somebody was wrecked. It looked like somebody was, unless that was just part of the replay we were looking at. I thought somebody had wrecked or something. But we are at the stage break, lap 35. Surprise, surprise, Nathan Somerville has made it up to the front here. Mark Beverly right there. Justin Martin, I tell you, Haas Beverly, he's in the 4th spot. Scott Black, he's in that 5th position. Andrew Lewis, he's hanging on. He's in the 6th position. Jeremy Talley, 7th. And we got Nicholas Lawrence in that 8th spot. The 51, Kevin Haas, will be 9th right now, and Nick Gardner still in the top 10 as they make their way down the pit road. In fact, they're just now coming around in the backstretch. I'm not even sure. He hasn't even picked up the pace car yet. And I think that's the pace car there in front of him. So now he's finally getting it. So I imagine pit road will be open. They're making their way around now, and everybody should be heading on into pit road here. Let's see. Now we're on lap 36. Now, folks that pitted now Brett Summers, he pitted on lap 34. So, stands to reason he'll probably stay out there. Let's see what happens here. Everybody's pitting. Here comes Summers now, who's currently showing 17th. But he pitted literally a lap before. And now he's coming on in anyway. Not sure where he might have came in, and I don't know if he came in and burned a faster pair or what. But he's coming on in now, so he's not no advantage really to be gained here. The whole gang is down on pit road. Haas, he's made his way out. He is back up at the front once again. Nathan Somerville right there behind him, though. So they're catching up to the pace car. So everybody will get situated here, and we'll get ready for the restart. As we do that, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching NASCAR East Coast Racing League here on Rice Motorsports TV. Okay, folks, here we go. We got a green flag, and we are racing once again. Boy, Nathan Somerville, he's all over the back there of Kevin Haas. Look at the 22 Haas Beverly up on the high side. He's got the 12 there, Andrew Lewis right there with him. Haas trying to see if we got some guys down low, went below the line there. Boy, Haas Beverly trying to get some momentum here. That is the number 12 behind him in that Pepsi machine. Beverly drops down in front of the 51. So, my boy, the 28, he's pushing the 12 right up there alongside. That lead was short-lived as Andrew Lewis once again with a nice push there from the 28 Nathan Somerville. They go right to the front once again. Justin Rodden right up there in the mix. Number 9, Jesse Calloway up on the high side there. Rodden, he's getting along pretty good in that 01 truck with that damage on the right rear, not affecting his aero enough to the point where it's keeping him from being competitive at the front. Now lap 41 of 95. Justin Rod now getting a nice little push there from Jesse Calloway, and he's trying to see if he can make his way back up to the front here once again. He's getting neck and neck here with Somerville. So it's Rod and Somerville, Calloway, Lewis, Beverly, Haas, Beverly, your top 5. Follow Kevin Haas, Jeremy Talley, Nicholas Lawrence, Scott Black, and Nathan Cogdo back in that 10th position. They're battling along. Let's look a little further back in the field. There's Mark Beverly, the 13 truck, right there behind Nathan Cogdo. Dad and his brother is that Tyler? Tyler Beverly right there behind him. The two Beverly brothers running 11th and 12th. Oh boy, Mark caught a little bit of that apron. Gotta be careful there. But that'll mess up your day in a hurry. But for the most part, you know, they're sticking along pretty good here. As Lewis, he's got shuffled back to the 7th position. And this front group, it's pretty tight right now up at the front. Haas Beverly in that 4th position. Well, you can see the third, who is that? Who is up on the outside? The 33. Now, John Sciolino, he's right up there in the group, but he's not on the lead lap, unfortunately. Sciolino's down in the 20th position. He's 1 lap down. And he's got leaders all around him there. Nathan Somerville down on the inside there, and Justin Rodden right to the front. The 88 there that's Carl Statton. Oh! Statton almost losing it. He's in the lucky dog position, I believe. He's probably trying to get his lap back. He almost lost everything right there. He got crazy loose. He might have grabbed a little bit of that apron, like I was saying earlier when we saw Mark Beverly just touch it. And boy, I tell you, at these speeds, you don't want to touch that apron at all. The things could go wrong in a hurry. Justin Rodden on that high side trying to bring Nathan Somerville with him there. Jesse Calloway's kind of a sitting duck there a little bit. He's got the lap card right behind him. They're continuing to race along here. And let's see. Is that Nathan Cogdo? He's back there. I think, yeah, Scott Black, he's right at the tail end of the lead group. And because you can see once again, boy, the whole field had gotten broken into about maybe 3 or 4 packs of trucks. But after that, the competition caution there, everybody, of course, the whole field grouped up again, and it looks like sort of like one big large pack kind of stretched out just a little bit Scott Black rolling along in that 10th position. Cogdill literally just got it. He kind of ran out of room there. He had to check up, got that lap car right there in front of him, so Cogdill can't really go anyplace else. Boy, he sure had a full head of steam when he came up there. Meanwhile, up the front there, Justin Rodden, him and Callaway, they're 1 and 2 at Somerville in that 3rd spot. Haas Beverly in the 4th position. Now he moves back out to the high side. Does he have anybody helping him? Yeah, he's got some folks back there. Look, I think that's the 51 he's got behind him. And they're trying to keep that momentum going. Number 9, Jesse Callaway, up on that high side. He's got Haas Beverly and 51 Kevin Haas behind him there, along with a few other trucks, a lap truck as well. Carl Staton, I think that is, that's up there in the mix. Right now, they're just not that high side again. Sometimes we see guys get a run, and right now it's just not working again. You can see, boy, oh my goodness. I think Callaway, he's about to get left out, hung out to dry here. Everybody that was behind him for the most part has dropped down on the inside line. So he's kind of running alone on that high side right now. No help at all. And they may just cruise right on by here. You see them starting to move up here. Callaway, he's kind of stuck right now. Not too much he can do there. There's Haas Beverly is going right on by the 8. That is the 8? Who is that? That's Scott Black, yeah. He's moving on by as well. Callaway continues to fall back, now back to the 9th position. Meanwhile, up the front, Justin Rodden, he's got that lead spot. Him and Nathan Somerville, Jeremy Talley. The number 88 of Carl Staton, he's right up there in that mix with the top 4. He's like the 3rd truck back. So there he is right there, and then you have the number 2 there, Jeremy Talley behind him. So yeah, he's in the lucky dog position, and as long as if the caution would have come out, as long as there's something behind him, he's right up there with the front runners, and I think he's trying to just hold his own there right now as they work their way around Daytona here, trying to stay out of trouble here. And if he were to grab a caution, yeah, he'd be able to get that lucky dog and come on around. And they're still mixing it up a little bit further back. There's Kevin Haas. How about Nate Cogdill up on that high side? He just won't go away. He's trying to make his way back up there again. Now in that 5th position. Coming up on Haas Beverly there on that high side. Some close quarters racing here at Daytona. What kind of speeds they getting here in the dash? Let's bring the dash up here. See what kind of speeds they're getting as they go down the backstretch here in this draft here. 180, will he see if he hit 184? Yeah, they just did hit 184 as they go into turn 3. And Haas Beverly's got his nose out front, and he's going to drop down, and he finally gets to the front. I think he might have, I don't know if he got out front before, but I don't think he was out front long enough to lead a lap, but he led that one as they crossed the stripe. Haas Beverly now at the front. Yeah, and boy, look who's behind him, Nate Cogdo. Oh boy. Old Nate has got himself in position here once again. Justin Rodna in that third spot. Nathan Somerville. Wow, Keith Prince. Well, we haven't talked about Keith Prince a while here. He's been kind of quietly going along. You see the 88 there. Carl Staton blinking quite a bit there. And, boy, that can get a little nerve-wracking at Daytona, let me tell you. But, yeah, Keith Prince, he's just quietly making his way up here. He's gained 14 positions since the start of the race and got himself up in the mix here. And he last pitted on lap 37, which is a lap later than, I'd say, 2/3 of the field. A good portion of the trucks pitted on lap 36. So yeah, he's doing pretty good there. And we got somebody on pit road. That's Staton, the 88, who was running up in the pack, and he decided to, because he's probably on he's out of sync with everybody, you know, and he might have had to stop for fuel or tires or both. So that will, by the time he comes out of the pits, he'll definitely be in no man's land out there by himself. And I don't see anybody else peeling off the pit right now on lap 54 of 95. Beverly continuing to lead. Cogwell right there, kind of just hanging out behind him right now with Justin Rodden and Somerville right there behind him. Nathan Somerville fourth, Jeremy Talley in that fifth position. The whole field's really staying in line now. Staton, he's still on pit road. He's been there for a minute. Is the truck running? Let's see. Yeah, the truck's running, but he's just been there for a good little while. The field goes by, and unfortunately, he's going to lose. I think that might be 2 or 3 laps down now, as he still on pit road. Everybody pretty much just remaining throughout the field right now. Everybody's just running nose to tail here. Nobody's trying to make any moves at the moment here. Like the entire field is just right there. There's Nick Gardner. Boy, he was down in 14th now. Boy, he was right up the front earlier, and now he's just cruising along here in the 14th position. And, you know, sometimes you just got to be patient and just bide your time. And you never know. That very well could be what he's doing. Brett Summers also back there. And we definitely seen Brett. He knows how to make his way to the front as well. Same deal there for the 44, Jared McCauley. And there's the 5 of Ross Phillips. We definitely haven't talked about Ross a lot tonight. A lot of times you do see him up the front. He's got Randy Sally. I think Randy's on the last truck on the lead lap. It looks like Randy Schweitzer, the number 78, that was that mustard-colored truck. I think he had one of the hard hits there, and he is put it behind the wall, unfortunately. So we do have, I believe that's the only retirement so far. Haas Beverly more than happy to just lead this field. Let's see, as they're racing along, let's take a look at the stints that they've had as the race along. Oh, and just as I say that, we got some folks coming down on pit road. Nathan Cogdell, he peels off, coming down pit road. Somerville races right on by, going up to his pit box. He stops. Somerville, I'm sorry, that's Callaway there, making his way down. Justin, who was it? Somebody else, Justin Rodden. Oh man, he wasn't close enough and he had to pull forward. And these other guys, oh man, Rodden, it happened to him too. He's lighting them up as he leaves his pit box. A little bit of an error, making his way down to his pit box, and it definitely cost him. And he's at the end of that pack. In fact, there isn't really a pack now. It's just him in the 44 there, Jarrett McCauley. That's the only dance partner he's going to have here for the moment. And boy, the leaders, they're like 8 seconds behind, and that's probably enough time for them to get up to speed. It take about a lap to get going. You could just see them coming off of turn 2 back there. And so him and McCauley, they'll definitely be pedal to the metal here, trying to get those trucks up to speed. And we have a new leader, Jeremy Tanley. He's now gotten in front of Haas Beverly. And we got more guys peeling off here. Haas Beverly, who was leading for a few laps there, makes his way down on pit road. He's followed by, I think, who is that? Keith Prince, Mark Beverly, Tyler Beverly coming in, Sciolino making his way in. Haas gets right to his pit box, no overshoot or anything like that. I wonder if he's just getting tires. It doesn't look like the truck is going up on the jacks here. I think it did actually. It didn't show it as much from that camera angle. That was 12.6 seconds. And Beverly is on his way back out. Yeah, they're going to get up to speed. They're going into turns 1 and 2. And the leader, well, let's see. Where is the leader right now? I see second place. They're going into turns 1 right now. More people coming down pit road. Kevin Haas making his way on. There's Ross Phillips coming to his pit box. The 25 and Larry Dickerson. Who's going to get out first? Looks like Haas, he's on his way out. Sally's on his way out. Phillips, him and Dickerson also on their way out. Pit stop's complete. Where are your leaders at? Leaders are right there coming down towards the stripe here, and most of them are coming in. So green flag pit stops underway. We're lap 61 here. And so that means Kevin Haas, right, I think it's going to be Nathan Somerville. These guys, the other guys that are coming in, Somerville, he's coming around. He's probably going to cycle up to the lead, I would imagine, him, Cogdell, and Callaway, because all these guys are just getting in their pit boxes. So they're making their way around, and some of them are they're leaving their pit box, but Somerville and them, they're crossing the stripe now as we speak. And they will definitely be passing those guys. There they are, making their way back out off pit road, and Somerville and them will just blast right on past. And it's all about the fuel strategies, and you got to look at like how many laps are left and how far can we go on a tank of fuel, and when do we want to pit versus, is there a chance for a caution, or where are we, what position are we in, in the field. a lot of things go through their mind when they talk about that stuff. Let's look at the stint lengths here, and you can see there's a fair amount of consistency. A lot of folks went 17 laps or so in that first one. Some folks went a little bit more, 21 laps, and some just a little bit less, mostly between 15 and 17 laps. A lot of folks went up there in the low to mid 20s in that last stint before they got green flag pit stop fuel. So it really moves around quite a bit here. And if you didn't already know, we got the live timing and scoring. There's a link in the description. And if you're watching on your computer and you have an extra monitor, click on that link, and that'll bring up you can bring up another tab on your browser and see a lot of neat information on that live data there. Well, there your leaders. Boy, look! It looks like they're just being hunted by the pack. Good Lord. There they are, and there's the rest of the gang. So, hey, come back here. Keith Prince is leading the charge, trying to catch the top three. They're about 4 seconds down the road there. The gap isn't exactly coming down. It's coming down just a little bit. But it's taken a while. I mean, they've got a large group of trucks there. But your lead group there is 3 of them. And that may be just enough for them to generate just enough of a draft to really stay ahead of the rest of those trucks. Callaway, he's the caboose on that 3-truck train there. And you can see that gap is still around 4 seconds. It is slowly coming down, but it's taking a minute. But it's going to take a while here, and we're on lap 65 and 95. Only 30 laps to go. Boy, I tell you, we've seen it come down to these guys before. When it comes to the, they say the cream rises to the top, and they just find a way to get there. I mean, it doesn't happen all the time, but under quote normal circumstances, the guys that are fast, they're going to find a way to get up there, and that's why they're up there, points wise and everything as well. That's why they're up there, because they know how to get to the front of these races, know how to win races. Most of the time, you can say you know what to do to stay out of trouble, but sometimes you got to have luck too. You can't go without saying that. You definitely have to have some luck. And if you just find yourself in the wrong place at the wrong time, things could just go bad for you. Something must have went wrong for Mark Beverly, because he was having a good race there. Right now he's running 13th, and don't know how he got separated. He is all out there by him, lonesome, and he's on the lead lap. But boy, I tell you, he's I'm sorry, I said 13th. He's number 13. He's running 19th, and he's on the tail end of the lead lap. And boy, I tell you, it's a little bit less than half a lap that he's ahead of the leaders. And so it'll be interesting to see, because the leader, you can see the gap is 12 seconds, and it is steadily coming down. And I'm sure, obviously, he knows that too. He can see that happening. There's Somerville, Cogdell, and Callaway, and then there's Prince and the rest of the gang. That gap now has finally got under 4 seconds, 3.2. They're slowly working in, and they're starting those 3 little dots that was up there in the distance. They're getting a little bit bigger, and they say, okay, well, we're drawing in on them now, and just got to stay the course, and everybody just got to stay in line, and so we can run these guys down. Now is not the time really to get all racing. But for the most part, it looks like they're doing what they have to do. The 44, Jared McCauley on that high side. And I think that's Ross Phillips up there trying to give him a little nudge to get to the front of this group here. Yeah, if they start getting too racy, oh man, that'll be perfect for Somerville, Cogdell, and Callaway, because they are so far ahead they're not going to be affected by anything going on back there behind them, because it's effectively the rest of the field. And so who is that number? That's Randy Sally, I believe, the 69. He's the third truck up on that high side, running in the 11th position. And you can see the top three, how much closer they've gotten now. They've really closed down the gap. They're all on the same straightaway now. I'd say maybe a half a straightaway from the top three as they race their way along. There they are, and then there your top three right there. So I mean, they're just getting right there, folks. Jesse Callaway, less than a half a second now between them, and there the field has definitely caught them. 25 laps remaining, and you know, boy, the pace that they have, I don't know, folks. It looks like they're acting like they're just going to pull right on by. Look at the three. He's acting like, hey, you know, it's so fun. They had all that momentum catching them. And now that they got there, the three there of Prince and the 12, they're the only two that went to the high side. And I for a minute there, I thought the whole train was going to go to the high side. But, you know, Prince and the 12 there, Andrew Lewis, they decided, hey, we're going to go for it and see what we can do here. I mean, he's getting close. Ain't no doubt about it. He's definitely getting close. Somerville, he's got him right there. He can feel him breathing down his neck there. Getting super close. And, boy, I think he's going to make the move here, folks. And he is definitely clear of the 28. Oh, boy, they're just squeezing on by Mark Beverly. Beverly, he really did a good job getting out of the way there. Kudos to him. And how about that, man? Andrew Lewis kind of sneaks down on the inside and assumes the lead of this race. Keith Prince's up there with the 44. McCauley at 9. Lincoln Jesse Callaway's up there behind him as well. Somebody else, I can't see who that other truck is up there. It's who is that? That's the okay, it's the 9, the 44, and the 9. It's just those three. Yeah. I wanted to say the 16 was on the high side. He might have dropped down to the inside. I thought it was 4 trucks there at first. Somerville once again is behind Andrew Lewis here. 23 laps remaining. And how about, we only have one retirement in the race. And boy, I tell you, these guys are just racing. They're really putting on a show here. They've gotten separated a bit. And Nate Cogdell, he's right there. you just look for certain guys up at the front. No matter what happens the rest of the race, I mean, for whatever reason, you just think, okay, at the end of the race, unless something really bad happened, you know, if something happened, you're really out. Oh, speaking of being out, we got 2 retirements. Now, I think Carl Stanton also put his truck behind the wall as well. So him and Schweitzer are the 2 retirements. And so we have 20 trucks still in the race. There's Nick Gardner in the 16 trying to figure out what he can do to get back up the front. 22 laps remaining. And he knows things are going to get a little sketchy up there too once these guys start racing. Sometimes being like 4th, 3rd, or 4th, or 5th may or may not be a good thing, because you know, if something goes wrong, you know, you're going to probably want that sucker to
Yellow flag.
announcer's curse. Announcer's curse. Oh, boy. I'm sorry. Oh, my goodness. Wait, what did I say? You don't want to be too far at the front. There's Jesse Calloway. And boy, he got some damage on the side there. And Nathan Somerville looks like his truck's looking okay. Nate Cogdell, they were up at the front anyway. Man, and you were just getting relaxed, like, yeah, things are just going good here. That was just too good to be true, wasn't it? And I don't know where to even start. Where did the caution come out? Let's see. We do have several trucks involved. And Mark Beverly, Tyler Beverly, he's on pit road. Jared McCauley, see, he's on pit road. And I don't think it started with Jared. Let's go with Jared here so we can see if we can see what happened here. And there he is, and he's up there on the high side. So, oh, here comes the 3. Oh, and that's what got it going. Yeah, the 3 got into the 44 up on his side. Thought he was about to barrel roll it. Oh, and he clips the 9. Oh, chain reaction. Who is that? The 8, Scott Black, up in the air. Are you kidding me? Scott Black getting airborne. Holy moly, trucks flying all over the place. Haas Beverly looks like he's kind of squeezing through there. Pure pandemonium. Oh, the 13, he's got caught up in it as well. Mark Beverly sliding down the infield there. Just as his dad kind of scoots on by, and there's his brother, the 45, Tyler. Oh, man, that was crazy. Wow. So caution here, 19 laps to go. We're at lap 77. Who's not in the pits? I think I guess that's more the question to ask. Oh my goodness, everybody making their way down. There's Callaway. Is he just getting fuel or something? He's just sitting there. And that's not looking good. The way he's just sitting there, and he's not moving a muscle. And so Nathan Somerville, he takes off. It's him, Kevin Haas, Nathan Cogdell, Brett Summers are in the 4th spot. Jeremy Talley. Now he's out there now in the 5th position. Haas Beverly is 6th. Boy, he really, man, that was something. he made it through that. That was crazy. Let's go back and let's catch the race here. But we're gonna ride on board with Haas Beverly as it unfolded in front of him. And now things are starting to go wrong up there. And you see the 44, they're all getting tangled up. And Haas sees this, and like if we're in the car, he's like, oh, this is not going to end well at all. He sees trucks flying all up in the air. Okay, where do I go now? It's raining trucks. And oh my goodness, Scott Black would have taken him out. He was about to head up to the wall. There are his 2 boys right there in front of him. And he does a Days of Thunder, closes his eyes. He does tap the 13, his son there, Mark Beverly, and so he didn't get through unscathed, but relatively speaking, he did. I mean, it could have been far worse, man. And that's just how it goes sometimes. So now he's in that 6th position. Yeah, Doc, you got that right. He said in the chat there, he said that's the definition of a not clear moment. Oh my goodness. Oh boy, here we go. Somerville, he's up at the front. Let's see, the lights on the pace car. And the lights are out, so it'll be 17 to go when we hit the stripe here. Oh, folks, man, I tell you, I hope you got your popcorn ready already. There ain't no time to pop it now. because it's about to get popping up in here at Daytona. And these guys are about to get down and dirty. How's Somerville's truck looking there? It's he's showing a few dings here and there. Looks like it's you can see that rear spoiler is kind of dinged up there a little bit, but you know he's staying out here. Let's see how his aero is. Race car should be coming off any second now. There he goes. Getting ready for that green flag.
Green, green, green.
We got a green, and here we're racing once again at Daytona. They got Jesse Calloway just coming off of pit road. I'm thinking they'll probably get by him before he gets up to speed. He might get up on the track, though. He's not past the blue cone yet, though. And he sees all those main trucks, the main field coming there. He'll probably try to stay down there. He's already up there. He's up on the high side, I think. So it's, what, Somerville and Cogdell racing right on by. Jeremy Talley right there in that third position. Everybody was hanging out. There was 7. Brett Summers, he's down on the inside. And this is literally a dash to the finish now. Everybody's come in. They got the fuel, and if they wanted tires, they got that too. And you don't have to worry about saving anything. It's just enough laps to make it a serious race. You just can't figure it's not going to be over in like 2 or 3 laps. And you sure got to do some serious racing here for a few laps. Kevin Haas up there trying to get his nose out front there. Haas Beverly up on the high side once again. He's been working that high side a lot there. They cross the stripe, make it 15 to go. Haas got about a bumper ahead, but then he drops back to second once again. Number 2, Jeremy Talley, he's right down on the inside. And he's just tucked up under the 00 there, Nate Cogdell. And the way things are going on around him right now, there's not too much else he can do right now. Just hold his position. Somerville back out front. It'll be 14 to go now. They cross the line. Laps starting to tick down quite a bit now. Look a little further back. There's Nicholas Lawrence in that 6th position. Justin Rodden, he's still hanging in there in the 8th spot. And the 3 there, Keith Prince, no, he did good. Haas Beverly up on that high side. So it's Haas, and well, they're kind of changing positions now. Cogdell, now he's down on the inside. He's behind Nathan Somerville. And we were looking at it from that rear camera angle. You can see more damage, and it's definitely banged up at the back of that truck. Boy, he must still have some decent aero to be able to be up there and racing with those guys like that. That truck has seen better days, that's for sure. And we don't know whether or not that's actually helping him right now. It could be hurting him in the long run. Because Cogdell, knowing him, he might be just thinking, you know what, I just need to get up here and, who knows? He might make it 3 wide at the end. It depends on what the 51 does there. If you time it right, he opens that. You see, he opens that door a little bit at certain parts of the track, and but you really got to watch it. Like going down to turn 3 here. The 51, he's up rather high. In fact, right now he just dropped right down into the lead in front of Nathan Somerville. So Kevin Haas now your leader with 12 to go. Haas Beverly on that high side. Now he moves back up. Oh boy, man, they're 3 wide as they cross the line here. And oh boy, and oh! Caution. Oh!
Caution, yellow flag.
Haas Beverly hard into the wall. Oh man, the truck is still running. He's still running. Kind of banged up. You see he's smoking, got engine damage. Hopefully if he has a fast repair, he can, at the very least, he can go in and use that. Whew, boy. That was a rough hit there. Let's go back and take a look here. And so there's Haas on the high side. You know, I saw 51 sliding back, and he kind of moved up into the 51. There is no place else to go, really. And he just got all kind of discombobulated there. And, oh, man, look at the 28. Nathan Somerville also got caught. Jeremy Talley, the 22, kind of got the 28 up in the air himself. And while Beverly slamming hard into the inside wall, and Nate Cogdill also hard into the inside wall. Wow. Look, at least 3 or 4 of your front runners seriously damaged there in this caution here. Boy, talk about shaking up the field. And that leaves Nick Lawrence. He is your leader here under this caution with 10 laps to go. Even he has some left front damage there on that Chevy. Haas Beverly making his way down to pit road. And he's probably going to burn that fast repair. Wow. Who saw that coming, folks? I don't think anybody saw that one coming. And one fast repair coming up. If he has it, oh no. You would have thought he would have used it the instant he got into the pits there. Because that engine is still smoking. And, you know, he might have already used his fast repair. And if that's the case, oh man, no fast repair for Haas Beverly. And if it's mandatory, required repairs, whatever time it's going to take, it's just, I mean, what can you do? And bad luck there for the 22 Nate Cogdill making his way down to his pit box. Now he has a fast repair. He got his activated. Oh my goodness. Let's see, who else was involved? There's Callaway. He looks like he's still banged up. Beverly's still sitting there. Cogdill, he's tires and fuel going in for the 00. Nathan Somerville, he's already on his way out. I'm thinking looks like he had a fast repair. I don't know if he needed to use one or not, but the truck looks pretty good. Cogdill now making his way off of pit road. Wow, the only guy left on pit road is Haas Beverly. Man, I mean, he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. So now it's Nicholas Lawrence. Kevin Haas, he's been up there all night long. Brett Summers, he's been hanging around up there near the front. Nick Gardner, you know, he's no stranger to being at the front either. Jeremy Talley, definitely no stranger to being at the front, or Justin Lawton. There's a lot of heavy hitters in this league. And even though a few might get knocked down or knocked around and stuff, there's some more that just right there. Keith Prince, he's there in 7th. Randy Sally up in the 8th position. Larry Dickinson is 9th. And Ross Phillips here, he's rounding out your top 10. Let's see, do we have the one to go? No, the light, okay, the pace car just crossed the stripe and the lights are out. So it'll be 7 to go when we get the green flag. Yeah, and yeah, Doc. So you thinking that was you think he just kind of ghosted through there? Because that now sometimes that'll happen. Like we saw when the 28 got airborne in the 2, it looked like the 2 just submarined under him. And sometimes you will literally, you know, they call it ghosting. You will literally ghost through a car the same way you can see cars ghost through each other on pit road. If a guy pulls straight forward out of his pit box and there's a car in front of him, he'll drive right through that car, and it allows you to do that up to a certain degree on pit road. You can still run into people, but not right as you're entering or exiting your pit box. But yeah, the 2, he got lucky there. I have to agree with you on that one. And so now we're gonna see if he has any more luck here, or has he used it all up? Because he's not too far from the front. He's running in the 5th position there. But boy, he's got some hungry guys right there around him. Nicholas Lawrence, did he win? Was it last week he won or a week before? And old Nicholas up there goes try to make it a double here. He got 8 laps to do it. Let's see what happens. It'll be 7 when they cross the stripe coming off of turn 4. All right, get ready, folks. Pace car is getting ready to come down on the pit road. There he goes. Waiting for that green flag. Green flag, hold it. There we go. The restart, 7 laps to go. Nicholas Lawrence off and running. Being hounded by Brett Summers, Kevin Haas. Haas wasting no time at all, trying to pull the trigger on the high side. He's not really close enough at the moment. Getting a little push there from Nick Gardner in the 16 machine. They race down the backstretch. And Lawrence trying to hold on to that lead. And I mean, I don't know. He's probably in the best place that he could be, and all he can do is just try to hold that position. I don't know. I think the 51, he's starting to get out there, folks. He might drop down in front of him, perhaps. We'll see what happens. And sometimes the guy that's pushing you along gets hung out to dry. But they both are just about clear of the 18. Not quite now. Now he's coming back. Oh, wait a minute. What happened to Nicholas Lawrence? He's right there. Oh, okay. His truck is showing an odd number as well. It's supposed to be 18 and not 8. I didn't even notice that earlier. So his paint, that's really, there should be a 1 in front of there. He's running a different paint tonight, folks, and it doesn't have the right number on it. So the number 8 is actually the number 18 of Nicholas Lawrence. Oh, somebody almost got it wrong. I'm wondering, who was that, Nick Gardner? Are they wrecking? Yes, oh, yeah, they are wrecking. Wow. Nick Gardner. Randy Sally, he just shot on down pit road. And there's Scott Black right next to him. Man, that happened super quick. Nicholas Lawrence, I'm sorry. He made it through that. Man, what was it, see? 5 to go. I don't think that was close enough to trigger a green-white checker situation. I think maybe with 4 laps to go, that's when they would activate it. Okay, let's go take a look at Nick Gardner here, see if we can see what happened here. And Gardner, he's the number 16. He's up on the high side there. There he is up in the high groove. He's up there behind the 51, Haas. Haas moves up. It looks like it's getting away from him. And yeah, okay. And I think Gardner might have made a little bit of contact. He might have reacted because it looked like Haas got loose there for a minute. And when he got loose, and that, oh my goodness, and that just got everything going. Oh, Randy Sally, he's kind of flipping around there a little bit. Yeah, Sally, he's still spinning around, guys going around him. I don't think he got hit by anybody else. That was Tyler Beverly, I believe. He was either Beverly or Scalino, one of the two, and they got on past him. And Somerville, he got on through there. These guys were well clear of all of that. And They were just far enough ahead of all of that to stay clear of it. And I think somebody just got, was that Callaway? I think he got a, did he get a wave around or something? Let's see. Callaway, he's 15th. And in all of that right now, we're still only showing, well, let's see. Oh yeah, okay, the 44 McCauley and Beverly, they're out. And how about Scott Black? He's 2 laps down. Mark Beverly's 1 lap down, I think. And so I think we have at least 4 retirements now. There's Andrew Lewis just exiting pit road. And don't know if he had any truck that's pretty good. Maybe a little ding there, but nothing to write home about. He was having a fairly good night, and now he's back in the 15th spot. And so now with 4 laps to go, this is I do believe this is going to be the first of 2 green-white checkers here, because they're going to get the one to go next time around. So yeah, this has probably triggered the first green-white checker. They do have 2 attempts at that, so this will be attempt number 1, because they should be getting the one to go this time around. And as you get ready for the finale here, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Hey, you're watching the NASCAR East Coast Racing League here on Race and Motorsports TV. Okay, folks, here we are. Pace car coming in. This will be the first green-white checker. We got a green flag. Here we go. Nicholas Lawrence. And, oh, boy, did somebody spin their tire? That was Justin Rodna. He's got to jump there, sort of. They're racing down, and Ross Phillips trying to sneak up. They're going 3 wide, and they're crashing behind them. And this is going to bring out, oh, man, this is taking a good portion of the field here. Nate Coggles in there. Oh, my goodness. Lawrence, he's still alive. Ross is there. Rodden, Somerville. He's, I guess he's all right. Nick Gardner showing a bit of damage there. And now this will be it. I believe this will be the second and final chance at a green-white checker here. Brett Summers showing a bit of damage there. I'm trying to go back and see where exactly that started. Let's see. Well, let's look at Larry Dickerson here and see if we can see something. And Dickerson, he's the number 25 truck. Larry Dickerson, he's in the 12th position, but I think he was like a lap down maybe. There he is in the middle. Oh, and he gets up into the, he got into the 51. And, I mean, he was really in the thick of it, too. And, he collects Nathan Somerville right there going on. Man, I tell you, everybody, there's the two right there down on the, Jeremy Talley down on the inside, or the 3, Nate Cogdell, the 16. They all pile into each other. I mean, that was just an absolute log jam. Wow. There is hardly anybody that didn't get through that, except for the guys up in the front. So yeah, that's where we are now. So Lawrence continues to lead by attrition here. It's him and now Ross Phillips, who was he was about to shoot the gap there, I believe. Justin Rodna in that 3rd position. Nick Gardner right there behind the 16 machine. Randy Sally is making his way around. Right now he's showing in 5th. John Sciolino. They're all trying to catch up to the field here. Mark Beverly right in front of him there. Beverly's in the 13th position. He's I don't know if he's in lucky dog position or what, but he came flying past the 33 there. Andrew Lewis at 7th spot. Everybody else is in the pits, 8th position. 8th, 9th, the rest of the field down to 18th position is on pit road. And Dickerson just coming off Mark Beverly. He was the one we saw out on track. So he's in the 13th position. And a lot of, I think half of the field's got some damage. There's Nate Cogdell. He's making his way out. How's his truck looking? This truck's, it's looking all right. I don't think it's 100%, but it's still got some damage. He probably fixed what he could fix. It's all about salvaging points now. If you can get out there, get out there. Mark Beverly's still coming around. John Sciolino. You see some other guys are peeling off on the pit road. Andrew Lewis making his way back in. Randy Sally coming in. Most of the folks are, there's Keith Prince making his way off the pit road now. Wow. So I believe this will be the second and final green-white checker here. And now it'll be, can Nicholas Lawrence, can he hold on? He's got Ross Phillips right there in the 2nd position. Justin Rodden currently in 3rd. Nick Gardner, he's been a soldier. He's been back and forth and upside down and everything else. He's still there. It's John Sciolino. He hasn't had no easy time of it either. Larry Dickerson in that 6th position, and Mark Beverly now in the 7th spot. I think by way of some of this carnage going on here, he's got himself up here in the top 10. It's showing him gaining 10 spots from his starting position. Hey, Doc, no, I don't think we have time for 8 or 9 more cautions. Oh boy, we got comedians in the chat, folks. Yeah, that's very optimistic, Doc, to think there'll be that many more. I don't think we could stand that many more. And here comes the pace car, folks. Here we go. Pace car is in. This is going to be it.
Green flag.
Green flag, for better or worse. Here we go. There is no tomorrow. Nothing is going to stop this race from ending now. Drag race down to turn 1. Phillips has got a nose ahead. Is he going to keep it there? Lawrence, he's got the momentum. He's got the 01 Justin Rod right behind him. They race down the backstretch. It's going to be the white flag next time they come by. Now it's Ross Phillips up front. He managed to get down in front of Lawrence. Lawrence actually got shuffled back to the 4th position. Ross Phillips, Larry Dickerson, I'm sorry, and Mark Beverly. How about Mark Beverly coming from laps down? White flag is in the air. Larry Dickerson fighting, and Mark Beverly is coming right up there, trying to salvage something for the Beverly family here. Nicholas Lawrence, he's not done yet. He's trying to have something to say about this as they're coming off of turn 2, racing down the backstretch. He's on that high side, the 5 there. Phillips, he's down on the inside. Keep it steady here, fellas. And they're racing down the backstretch. It's Larry Dickerson in front, Mark Beverly second, Ross Phillips in that 3rd position. Now it's Beverly. Dickerson trying to hold on. Ross Phillips in that 2nd position. Last chance to try to make a pass here. Checkered flag is out, and he's going to hold on. Larry Dickerson is going to be your winner here tonight at Daytona. Woo, Larry Dickerson. Out of nowhere comes the 25 through all of that attrition and craziness, grabs the checkered flag here tonight at Daytona. Wow. And he will come around, you know he's going to be lighting them up. And while he's celebrating, we'll go ahead and, yeah, he is all through the grass. Oh, watch that inside wall. I think he was trying to get a spin going there in the grass. Wouldn't let go of him there and stuff. But Larry Dickerson, let's go see if we can find everybody here and see if he's, see, where is he? Let's see if he's in the chat already. Yeah, there's Larry. We're going to move him up to, let's see. Where is, oh, there it is. Move him up to, booth waiting. We want Dickerson, Phillips, and Beverly, Mark Beverly. Let's see if they're up there. And Dickerson, he's the only one there now. We got to get everybody else up there. Let's see. Where is everybody? Where's Ross Phillips? He might have jumped up already. I'm looking. There's Ross. So we're gonna move him up. And let's see, move him up there. And let's see. We'll find Mark Beverly. There's Mark. We'll move him on up there as well. And we'll head on down there with them. Let me turn on my Discord here. Make sure that's turned on so we can hear everybody. Okay. Okay, folks, we're down here with your top 3, Larry Dickerson, Ross Phillips, and Mark Beverly. Hey, Larry, you got a copy? Man, where did that come? Man, you came from out of nowhere, man. Holy moly, that was like all hell broke loose at the end of that race, and when the smoke cleared, there you were, man. Congratulations on your win here at Daytona. For me, I'm sorry, I had to turn on. I don't think I had the. I think the audience can hear you now, man. Congratulations on that win, man.
I appreciate it, man. I just hadn't to catch the run at the right time. I hate I had to leave Ross, my teammate, out to drive, but like you said, it was all everybody for themselves. Main thing is we kept it clean. We came back across finish line on all 4, and we got a podium.
I tell you, man. And how was your race all race long?
I had been talking to Ross throughout the day, being this is my first race with y'all guys. I want to earn people's respect, and so I kind of just, being it's Daytona also, and you only got one fast repair, I just wanted to hang in the back for a little bit, get people respect, get a vibe of how everybody's driving style is, and like I said, just take it easy. And plus, I got a new rig, so this is my first race with my new rig also.
man.
So
That's
it's
cool.
a first for a lot of things.
Yeah, man, that's cool, man. The rig worked good for you?
Oh yes, it worked out perfect. I can't complain at all about it.
10-4, man. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I want to give out first my teammates. The 69, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I just met him before this race. Randy, there you go. But biggest shout out's gonna be to Ross. I know him from other leagues. He's the one that told me about y'all, and I checked it out, and he said give it a try and see how I would like. And man, I can't think of a better way to end my first race with y'all. And hopefully I earned people's respect. And that last wreck there on that first green white checkered, if that was my fault, I'll apologize now. But somebody got into my corner panel a little bit, and it just sent me sideways and started a whole wreck, and I felt bad about that. But also, my sponsor on the truck, Angelman Syndrome Foundation. Anybody can check that organization out. It's a great cause, and just do whatever you can to help that organization out.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations again, man. We're going to let you go celebrate, and welcome to the league, and we will see you next week.
See y'all next week.
Okay, now. Hey, Ross, you got a copy?
I do, Tony.
Hey, man, I tell you. And you kind of had an interesting night as well. You kind of working your way up through there, and you know a lot of times we'll see you at the front like a good portion of the race, but you were kind of coming through the field as well. And boy, I tell you, did you expect to get on the podium tonight? And because you did start to get up there towards the end.
Talladega and Daytona are two of my strongest tracks. I mean, I'm always fast here. Pushing, pulling, doesn't matter. I'm typically fast. I usually try to, be patient and stay out of the stuff. The go in the back and the front and back and front, man, I don't know if you remember several weeks back, what was it, Talladega, I think it was, we had the same conversation, go to the back, fill it out, go to the front just to see, who does what, who's going to be the ones to jump out, learn everybody's moves, and just testing it here, because this is way different than Talladega, man. I myself ran all the way to the front when most of it was single file, which, I mean, obviously everybody's just fuel, saving and all that, but we had a pretty good run, man. That was wild. There was a couple of wrecks in front of me. I didn't think we were going to make it through or whatever, and one of them got stopped, one I drove right through.
I tell you, man, I say that was something. I mean, there was some Days of Thunder moments there going on. Trucks getting airborne all in the air. I mean, literally up in the air. That was crazy. But man, anybody?
I got to go back and watch it. I haven't. I've seen a bunch of stuff in my rear view, but I didn't see anything terrible. Other than, man, what was that, like 50 laps ago? That big wreck, that whole lead.
That's the one you need to go see. When I think Scott Black got. I'd say he got about 30 feet up in the air or something like that. But yeah, man, you got to go look at that again. But man, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Nick, always for putting this thing on, man. You for streaming this thing, making it a fun broadcast for everybody. Teammates with Midwest Mafia, man, this is kind of a new team. We're starting up, and we're going to try to, do some bigger things with it, but obviously it's just the beginning of things. Just everybody that runs super clean. I mean, there was a lot of guys that are typically all over the place, and typically, as usual, they were, but a lot of them weren't, and, some of the Beverly bunch, man, just some of the cleanest drivers there is, and just smooth, and some of them, like to pipe jokes, but it is what it is. We had fun. That's all that matters.
Absolutely, man. Well, congratulations again, man, and we will see you next week.
Yeah, absolutely, buddy. Thanks.
Okay. Hey, Mark, you got a copy?
Yeah, what's up, Tony?
Man, how about it, man? Bringing home a podium for the family, man. And man, you had to hold up the family name there at the end. Your poor dad, man, he got a raw deal there. He been doing good all race long. Man, I tell you, he almost collected you and your brother there, and I'm like, man. And you were like, one lap down or 2 laps down, and you came back and just never gave up, man. Congratulations on getting on that podium third.
Yeah, thanks. So when we had some green flags, I kind of made a little oopsie and messed up my pit stop, so I eventually got caught, and I think I fell 2 laps down at some point during that other wreck I got caught up in, but luckily there were some cautions at the end and got the lucky dog and came around, so I don't know how I ended up in third after all that, but I'll take it.
I tell you, as many trucks that got caught up in those last two cautions, if you were anywhere close to being on the lead lap, and even if you were at the back tail end of the lead lap, there was a good opportunity for you to move up. That's for sure. But there were some close calls for you, though. I think, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, no doubt. I just barely snuck by somehow and hit the brakes hard. I didn't know Larry and Ross were teammates, so I might have tried to play that a little differently there at the end. So. Try to break them up, but I was just trying to go for the win, but didn't work out. So
10-4, man. Well, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, thanks to you putting on a good show for us. Thanks to Nick and the guys putting the lead together, and all of Asphalt Outlaws team here. My dad, brother, Johnny, Keith. We have some fun. So, yep.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations. Go celebrate, and we will see you next week.
Copy that. We'll see you.
All right, now. See you later, buddy. Okay, folks. Man, I tell you, what a race that was, and that was awesome. And let's go ahead and bring up the results of the race here. And of course, we have Larry Dickerson, first-time winner, new driver to the league here. What a way to make an entrance. Ross Phillips second, Mark Beverly third, Nicholas Lawrence fourth, John Scialino fifth, Jeremy Talley sixth, Nick Gardner in the seventh position with Andrew Lewis eighth, Nate Cogdell ninth, Randy Sally, he rounds out your top 10. Then we have Keith Prince 11th, Justin Rodden 12th, Jesse Calloway 13th, Scott Black 14th, Brett Summers 15th, Nathan Somerville in the 16th position, Kevin Haas 17th, 18th is Haas Beverly, 19th Jared McCauley, 20th is Tyler Beverly, and then scroll on down a little bit more there, 20 and 21st, Carl Staton and Randy Schweitzer in the 22nd position. So don't forget to join us next week, folks. We'll be heading to Charlotte, and I tell you, you're not going to want to miss that one either. So for all of us here at Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.